Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Damar, Kansas, and John F. Kennedy Middle School Gymnasium, where we'll be the Northern Valley Huskies with a 3-0 record in pool play at the Western Kansas Liberty League Tournament, taking on the 1-1 Palco Roosters. This is the first of two appearances that we'll see in pool play from Palco. Later on, they will take on the Logan Trojans, and at stake for them, an opportunity to move on into bracket play as the number 2 seed from this tournament. They are 1-1 in pool play so far. Logan now 2-1 in pool play. It could force a playoff should Palco defeat Northern Valley here. It would force a real interesting situation later in the day. But let's see what happens here. For the Palco Roosters, they will start with Riley Wells, Savannah Desbain, and Paige Keller along the front row. For the Northern Valley Huskies, Paige Baird, Jasmine Covington, and also along the front row, Jaden Smith. We're off and running as Northern Valley serves to start things off. Big time kill by Baird right down the middle. She put it down on the cross-court kill, point to Northern Valley. 1-0 early going. Serve on the way from Lowry. Received on the back row by the Roosters, and they bump it over on the third hit. Free hit upcoming. They go to Baird. She redirects, and it's going to be a net violation against Paige Baird. And it'll tie things up at 1 apiece. 1-1 the score here. Paige Keller will serve for the Lady Roosters. Long serve kept alive by Katie Johnson. Along the front row. Nice block on Paige Baird by Palco's Madison Funk. And now Funk with another block on Baird. Baird goes back a third time, able to redirect and a dink over the front row. Point to Northern Valley. 2-1. And serving will be Jaden Smith for the Lady Huskies. Smith with the serve. Received on the back row by the Roosters, but they can't control it. That time it was received by Paige Keller, but the second pass just wasn't there. 3-1. Northern Valley with the lead and the serve. Smith to do the honors. Kept alive. Set near side. Cross-court kill goes long, though. Intended from Madison Funk. She wanted to go opposite corner, but she just overcooked it a bit. 4-1 the score here. Make it 5-1 on the service ace by Jaden Smith. Smith with the serve. Received on the back row, and a miscommunication between the libero, which will be Riley Wells for Palco, and also Brooke Dryden, the junior and the freshman, getting the wires crossed there, and it makes it 6-1. So we come back to live action. Big block by Covington. And it will be a point to Northern Valley. They lead 7-1. Serve upcoming for Jaden Smith. A good service run for Smith here. This time she goes long, and I might have jinxed her. Service error for the Lady Huskies. And the side out, much needed side out for the Roosters. Makes it 7-2. Going to the service line will be Savannah Desbain, the senior, 5'9", with the serve to the back row. Smith keeps it alive barely. Then on the third hit, it goes underneath the net. Point to the Roosters. They trail by 4 here early in set number 1, 7-3. Desbain with the serve. Good serve received on the back row by the Lady Huskies. Big time hit by Baird, but a nice redirect from Madison Funk, and Baird just hits it into the net. Point to the Roosters at 7-4. Serve on the way from Desbain. Received on the back row by Salmons. Kept alive, bumped over by Desbain. Now Covington hits it into the net. 4 hits against the Lady Huskies, and it's 7-5. Right back in the first set come the Lady Roosters. Serve on the way. Service, ace, Desbain. Hit it right in front of Salmons that time. And it's 7-6. Looking to tie it up if she can find another little bit of service magic. Unable to do so as it goes out of play, service error that time. Makes it 8-6. Huskies with the lead and the serve. And it will be Jasmine Covington doing the honors. Received on the back row by Wells. And it's going to be a C9 hit for the Lady Roosters. Point to the Roosters. Side out to the Roosters. And it's 8-7. Serving will be Shaylee Benoit. The freshman with the serve into the net. Gives the serve right back to Northern Valley, leading 9-7 now. And Paige Baird with her jump serve goes to the line. Received on the back row by the Roosters. Nice little redirect to Lowry. Back to Lowry. She bumps it over, but right now a one-touch war at the net. Kept alive by the Lady Roosters. They set it up cross court. Kept alive. That's Katie Johnson with the redirect. Bumped over by the Roosters. That's Baird. Back row attack. Going right at the freshman Wells. Kept alive by Wells. And it'll be Johnson. Cross court set to Lowry. And we're going to have a net violation against the Roosters. 10-7. And the serve's on the way. Baird with a big kill. Wells can't control it. On the service ace, it's 11-7. Serve on the way from Baird. And that time, Savannah Davian.
The ads for auto insurance. At the Almena Insurance Agency, many of the companies they represent eliminate that advertising cost and pass the savings on to you. No frills, just good rates and service. At the Almena Insurance Agency, a portion of every premium dollar that you pay while doing business with them is reinvested back into the community and the school district. That's the
Back early from the break. The rally continues. Baird over to Lowry, bumped over on the third hit. Now they go cross court to the Roosters, and a nice job off of the block of Katie Johnson by the Roosters. That time it was Cameron Nip with the kill. Serve on the way from Madison Funk. Service ace for Madison. Serve on the way from Funk. Again to the back row, kept alive. Lowry will bump it over. They set it near side to Dryden. Kept alive by the Lady Huskies, and Lowry redirects it into the center of the Rooster defense and finds a home for it. 13-9. Serve on the way, and a service ace to the Lady Huskies. Katie Johnson with the ace. 14-9. Palco trailing by 5 here early in set number 1. Bumped over. Baird to Lowry, cross court kill. Paige Baird with the kill, 15-9. Katie Johnson with the serve upcoming. To the back row, we're going to have a rotation violation against the Roosters, makes it 16-9. Katie Johnson will serve again, and a pretty good service run from Katie. We're going to have a discussion here between Palco's Brenda Lucas and the officials, making sure she understands what the rotational violation was. Now she directs her girls. The serve received by Madison Funk, and again,
The attendees. City Limits Grill is the finest dining in Northwest Kansas, and it's a part of the Chance Management Organization where you won't take a chance, you get an opportunity. Always accepting applications, so check them out on their website at colbychance.com.
Northern Valley 17, Palco 9 here in set number 1. Katie Johnson with the serve into the net. Makes it 17-10. Palco goes to the service line, and that'll be Cameron Knipp with the serve for the Lady Roosters. Bumped over the net by the Huskies. Roosters have problems connecting, and we're going to have a replay. One official called fourth hit. Second official said no, there was a block there at the net. So as a result, we'll just replay it, and Knipp will go back to the service line. 17-10. Serve on the way from Cameron. Received on the back row by the Lady Huskies. And that's going to be a kill down the line from Brianna Salmons, the sophomore, with the kill. 18-10. Going to the service line for the Lady Huskies, Kaylee Hammond, the junior. Front row for the Lady Roosters will consist of Benoit, DeBain, and DeBain with the hit is going to hit into the net. Point to the Lady Huskies, 19-10. Serve on the way, Hammond. They set it far side to Knipp. Knipp hits off the block. Check that. That wasn't Knipp. That was Pywell. Now bumped over. Cross court set. A joust at the net. Point to the Roosters. And boy, I'm going to have to touch up on my sign language. The officials there had me all confused for a moment. But eventually it will go to the Palco Roosters and make it 19-11. And a point to the Roosters yet again, makes it 19-12. Serve on the way, received by the Huskies. And a nice little hit by Lowry down the line. Just put it where they weren't. Sometimes that's the most effective offense. 20-12. Serve on the way by Lowry. Received by the back row of the Roosters. That's going to be Funk. A good hit across court, but out of play. Point to the Huskies, 21-12. Serve on the way from Shaylee Lowry to the back row. Kept alive by Wells momentarily and then bumped over by Funk. Now it's Baird, cross-court kill. The return just climbs over the net, but then right to Jasmine Covington, and Covington puts it away. 22-12. Northern Valley pulling away here in set number 1. Latter stages. Pywell over to Keller, and Keller with the big kill down the middle. 22-13. Serve upcoming from Paige Keller, the senior, with a good serve to Baird, and Baird gets the second or third hit, and she redirects it right into an empty spot along the front line for the Roosters. So it's 23-13 here. A 10-point cushion for Northern Valley in set one, and make it an 11-point cushion is the serve unable to be returned. It's going to be set point coming up for Jaden Smith. Jaden Smith with the serve into the net. Point to Palco. 23-14, or 24-14 rather. Serve upcoming for the Roosters. That's going to be DeBain. Keller. Covington bumps it over. Roosters set it up, back set. Nice little redirect. Set up to Baird, off of the block, and it's going to be a point to the Roosters. Nice block that time, Madison Funk. 24-15. Serve on the way from DeBain. Kept alive on the back row by the Lady Huskies. Covington blocked by Funk. Covington keeps it alive though. They set it up. That's going to be Madison Funk off of the block up to Covington, and in play, point to the Roosters, 24-16. Serve on the way from DeBain. Good serve. Baird's there to return it though, or receive it rather. And the redirect, unable to control it, was Benoit. That's going to end set number one. Final score in set one. Northern Valley 25, Palco 16. Back after this.
I'm Ashley Rail from Farm Credit of Western Kansas, your local multi-peril and crop hail agent. We can help you protect your investment.
Set, Savannah DeBain. DeBain with the serve. Received by Baird to Lowry. Back to Baird. Cross-court kill. Paige Baird. Boy, when she generates the power, it's something to see, I'll tell you that. And I like it a lot better from this side of the court because she's not hitting directly at me. I can tell you that, too. 1-0, early going. Serve on the way from Jaden Smith. Hits the top of the net and finds a home on the Roosters side of the court. Point on the service ace. Not a lot the Roosters are going to be able to do about that. Serve on the way. Again, it clips the top of the net. And again, the Roosters have trouble serving or returning the serve. And it's a 2-0 very early going. Make it 3-0 very early going for the Lady Huskies here in set two. They won set one 25-16. Knipp can't get it over the net on the third hit, so it'll be another point to the Lady Huskies. 4-0, served by Smith. Knipp blocked by a block on Funk by Covington. Gives the Huskies a early 5-0 lead here in set two. Serves on the way, received by the libero. That'll be Riley Wells to the front row. Funk has it blocked by Covington, but out of play. Point to the Lady Roosters, and they get on the board here in the second set. 5-1 the lead for the Huskies. Serving will be Shaylee Benoit, and she overcooks the serve. Service error, point back to Northern Valley, 6-1. Covington with the serve, received by Wells to Knipp. She cross-court set to a Funk, and Funk redirects it into the corner, point to the Roosters. 5-2, make that 6-2. Have some substitutions. Coming out will be Covington. Coming in will be Zoe Cox for Northern Valley. Serve upcoming for Madison Funk of the Lady Roosters. Big time kill attempt by Baird, but kept alive by Palco bumped over and out of play. That time Cassidy Pywell was trying to go cross court on a little moonshot and just overcooked it. 7-2. Jump serve from Paige Baird. Service ace. Paige Baird and the Lady Huskies have jumped out to an 8-2 lead here in the second set of this one. Paige Baird with the serve. The jump serve goes into the net that time. First service error I remember seeing all day from Paige Baird. But it will give the serve back to Palco. Knipp with the serve and a service ace for Knipp as she hit right along the front row at Brianna Salmons. Salmons able to get a hand on it but unable to control it. And it's 8-4. Back to Lowry going cross court, kept alive over the net. Free hit for Salmons. She's going to go cross court. And the block, was there a tip? Nope, no tip called. Point to the Lady Huskies. And now it's going to be overturned on the touch. And it will be a point to the Roosters, 8-5. I wondered about that. I thought there might have been a touch at the net. Originally not called, but they did confer. And I believe the right call made. Bumped over. Huskies set it up to Baird. Back row attack. Knipp keeps it alive along the back row of the Roosters. Back the other way. Johnson. Bumped over by Johnson on the second hit. Now with the attack, DeBain bumps it over. Kept alive by Salmons. Now Baird. Bumped over by Salmons. Nope, she attempted to, but the ball went into the net. Point to the Lady Roosters, and just like that, they're back in this second set, 8-6. And Knipp's going to hit it on the fourth hit. And we have a net violation anyway. So make it 9-6. Northern Valley will get the serve back. And Katie Johnson will go to the service line. Katie with the serve, received by the back row. That was Knipp. Over quickly to Pywell, and then bumped over on a third hit by the Roosters. Knipp set to Pywell. She's going to go across court with the kill. 9-8. Pywell will go to the line for the Roosters. Palco and Northern Valley. First set went to Northern Valley, 25-16. Palco right in this second set, though. And now DeBain goes cross court off of the kill attempt from Salmons, or the block attempt by Salmons. And point to the Lady Roosters. They trail by one here, 9-8. Pywell with the serve. Received by Johnson to Baird, to Lowry, down the line. And Shaylee Lowry with the kill. 10-8. Going to the service line will be Kaylee Hammond. For the Lady Huskies. Hammond with the serve. Serves a good one. Received on the back row by Madison Funk. And now cross-court kill from DeBain. Point to DeBain and the Lady Roosters. 10-9. Back to a one-point game here in set number 2. Serving will be Paige Keller for the Lady Roosters. Serves on the way, received by Lowry. Johnson bumped over by Jaden Smith. They set it to Funk down the middle, kept alive and then bumped over on a third hit by Covington. Back the other way, DeBain off of the wall of the Lady Huskies. Point to Palco, and it's all tied up at 10-10. Serve upcoming from Keller. Received on the back row by Salmons. To Lowry. Kill from Smith, and they say it was hit long. Point to the Lady Roosters. Paige Keller returns to the service line, 11-10. Palco has taken the lead here midway through set 2. Baird to Lowry, bumped over. Keller over quickly to Benoit. Big time hit by Funk, kept alive by the Roosters. And bumped over by DeBain. Nice hands from Salmons. Keeps it alive on the back row for the Lady Huskies. Now blocked at the net by Covington, but a good job of scrambling by the Roosters. Keeps the rally alive. Knipp. DeBain going to roll it over into the back row of the Huskies. Back row attack kept alive by the Lady Roosters, but then the ball hits the ceiling, and it's going to be a point to the Lady Huskies. All tied up at 11 apiece on the side out. Serve on the way from Lowry. Shaylee Lowry hits it into the net. Point to the Roosters. Maybe a little bit of poetic justice as the Roosters really hard done by the side out off of the ceiling shot earlier. So the side out from the service error probably not going to hurt anything. And it makes it 13-11 off the service ace. Serve on the way from DeBain is a good one. Savannah, big time kill cross court from Paige Baird for the Lady Huskies. Ends that service run. 13-12. All kinds of power from Paige Baird on the cross court kill. Madison Funk double hits it on the joust at the net. Won by Jasmine Covington. 6'1", you can't teach that. 13-13 the score here. Serve, Knipp can't control it at the net. Point to the Lady Huskies. They regain the lead here. 14-13. Serving will be Jaden Smith. Knipp goes long, kept alive by Salmons. To Lowry, to Baird. She bumps it over, 3/4 hit. Took a little speed off of that hit, but Paige Baird finds a home for it. Makes it 15-13. And again, it'll be Jaden Smith with the serve. Down the line, kept alive by Pywell. Now Knipp. Bumped over on the third hit by Benoit. Now a redirect by Baird. Kept alive barely by the Roosters. Baird back to Baird on the third hit. She goes cross court with the kill. 16-13. Northern Valley back with the lead here of 3 in set number 2. The serve on the way from Smith. Received by DeBain. To Wells. A nice redirect by Funk right through the arms on the wall from Jasmine Covington. 16-14. Roosters with the serve upcoming. And doing the honors will be Lily Semino. Semino, the freshman with the serve. Hits the top of the net. Service ace for Lily Semino. 16-15, back to a 1-point game here in set number 2. And off of the tip, point to the Roosters. 16 all. Back and forth it goes. Semino with the serve. Serve received by Covington. Kept alive, and then Baird on the third hit. A roll over the net by Knipp that goes out of play. 17-16. Northern Valley with the serve. Jasmine Covington doing the honors. Coming out, Semino. Coming back in will be Shaylee Benoit for the Lady Roosters. Benoit sets right down the middle to Brooke Dryden, and Dryden kept alive by the Lady Huskies. The rally continues. Again, they go to Dryden and bumped at the net and then hit at the net on the joust by Katie Johnson. Point to the Lady Huskies. They regain the lead, 18-16. Served by Covington, received by Wells to Funk, to Dryden, kept alive by the Huskies, to Baird, and Baird takes a little mustard off of that hit down the middle and finds a home for it between the rows. 19-16. Funk with the bump over. Now to Baird. Baird cross court, kept alive by the Roosters. Funk. Covington dives for it, but the second hit by Johnson just unable to keep control, and it goes into the net. 19-17. Good effort that time by the Lady Huskies, particularly by Covington. 19-17. But they're just unable to control it on the second hit. Going to the service line will be Madison Funk for the Lady Roosters. Serve on the way, received by Baird to Lowry, back to Baird. And there's going to be a net violation against the Roosters, 20-17. 5 points from the match are the Lady Huskies here. Serve on the way, Baird. Jump serve, received by Funk on the back row. Set over to Pywell. Pywell to Keller, and Keller's going to put it down the line for the kill. 20-18. Closer second set here. Serve on the way from Knipp. Received by Baird, or check that. Received by Zoe Cox to Baird, and Baird will put it away down the line. Kill to the Lady Huskies, 21-18. Serve on the way. Serve on the way from Johnson. Received by Funk. Set over to DeBain. She goes cross court, kept alive on the back row. Baird now over to Lowry. She'll redirect over the net. DeBain does the same and finds the corner. Diving for it was Zoe Cox of the Lady Huskies, but to no avail. 21-19. Going to the service line will be Cassidy Pywell. Serve on the way. Baird sets, we have a net violation against the Roosters, giving the point to the Lady Huskies, leading 22-19. Coming to the service line will be Hammond. Kaylee Hammond back into the game. So the back row now will consist of Baird, Johnson, and Hammond for the Lady Huskies. Hammond with the serve. And we're going to have a double touch called against Paige Keller.
The premium dollar that you pay while doing business with them is reinvested back into the community and the school district. That's the
back to live action. Kaylee Hammond with the serve, and DeBain able to redirect it past the wall of the Lady Huskies. Point to the Roosters. Big side out for the Roosters. They needed that one. 23-20. Down by 3. The Lady Roosters will send to the service line the senior Paige Keller. The serve's on the way. Received on the back row by Sammons to Baird. Over to Lowry. Nice save, though, by the Roosters. Shaylee Benoit, as she pancake saved that one. The freshman with the big point for the Lady Roosters. Right over the net and into a free spot as luck would have it. 23-21. Back the other way. Benoit to Knipp, to DeBain, blocked by Covington, kept alive by DeBain though. Back the other way. That's going to go to Lowry, back to Lowry, going down the line, kill to Shaylee Riley. Lowry rather. Boy, I got my tongue tied on that one, didn't I? Score here, 24-21. Northern Valley serving for the match will be Lowry. Kept alive by Benoit, bumped over by Funk. Back the other way, Smith, cross-court set to Paige Baird, and Baird puts it away for the match. 25-21 the final. We're going to send it back to the studios of Open Spaces Sports. It was Northern Valley over the Palco Roosters by a score of 25-16, 25-21. We'll be back with our next match, which will be Golden Plains Cheyenne, in just a few minutes right here on Open Spaces.